Good morning, children. Today let us revise coordinate geometry. It is revision 2. The x coordinate of a point P is twice its y coordinate. We have to consider a point P. X coordinate is twice y coordinate. If y coordinate is k, x coordinate will be twice k. That is, x coordinate of point P is twice y coordinate. If P is equidistant from Q, P is equidistant from Q to -5 and R -3, 6. This line we have to draw, mark point P at the middle. That means PQ is equal to PR. P is equidistant from Q and R. Meaning is PQ is equal to PR. Find the coordinates of P. K and 2K we have to find out. So given clue is P is equidistant from Q and R. So we can write it as PQ is equal to PR. We know when we take distance formula, we can write it as PQ square is equal to PR square. So when we take PQ square, P 2K, K, Q 2, -5, x1, y1, x2, y2. So PQ square means root we don't want, x2 minus x1 whole square. That is 2K minus 2 whole square. x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. y2 is k minus y1 -5 whole square. Okay, that's equal to PR square. Again, x1, y1, x2, y2. So x2 minus x1. x2 minus x1 we can write it as -3 minus 2k whole square plus 6 minus k whole square. This is how we can take. So a minus b whole square formula we can apply. When we apply a minus b whole square, what do we get? A square. 2k whole square is 4k square. A square plus b square is 2 square 4 minus 2ab. 2 into 2k into 2. 2 2s are 4 2s are 8k. Plus this is k minus of minus plus k plus 5 whole square. K plus 5 whole square. That is k square plus 5 square is 25 plus 2 into k into 5. It is 10k. That is equal to, this is also, this negative if you take out, minus of, it comes minus of 3 plus 2k. Okay, it's a whole square. So it is understood, no need of repeating. So just see like this, -3 is taken out. So it is 3 plus 2k. Its whole square means negative square when it comes become positive. So we can take it as 3 plus 2k whole square itself. Okay. So a plus b whole square. A square 9. B square is 2k whole square 4k square plus 2ab is 2 into 3 into 2. 2 3 6 2s are 12k. So don't worry, when both negative comes you take positive. All this as positive because negative is taken out, whole square comes, therefore positive. Plus a minus b whole square, 6 6 are 36 plus k square minus 2ab, 2 into 6 12k. Okay, so 4k square on both the side we can cancel. Then positive k square both the side. Let us see what is there. Negative 8k plus 10k become 2k plus 4 plus 25 is 29 equal to 12k minus 12k. It is 0. 36 plus 9. 45. So we have 2k is equal to 45 minus 29. We have to subtract. What do we get? 45 minus 29. It's equal to 16. So 2k is equal to 16. Therefore k is equal to 8. 16 by 2 is 8. Hence, we have to write the answer. Find the coordinates of P. Hence, coordinate of P are 2 into 8 is 16 and here it is 8. 16 comma 8. Hence, coordinates of P are 16 comma 8. This is your answer. Let us see the second question. If the center of a circle is 2a comma a minus 7, center coordinates x coordinate, y coordinate given, then find the value of a. You have to find out what is this a. If the circle passes through the point 11, negative 9. P is a point on the circle. Through P, the circle is passing through. That is through the point 11, negative 9. Has diameter 10 root 2 unit. The circle is having diameter 10 root 2 unit. What is meant by diameter? It is radius double of radius. Radius we can find out from this. OP is the radius, is it? So OP means it is the distance by distance formula, x1 y1 x2 y2, so that we can find out what is OP. Its double will be diameter. We can equate with this and we will be able to find out what is A. Let us do that. So here we have OP is equal to square root of, we will write the formula first, x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Okay, now we are substituting x1, y1, x2, y2. This is also you can take x1, y1, x2, y2 as you like, no problem. Square root of x2, 2a I am taking, minus x1 11 whole square, x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 a minus 7 minus y1 minus of minus it is. Okay, a minus 7 minus 9. Okay, so square root of a minus b whole square. A square is 4a square. Don't write 2a square. 2a whole square is 4a square plus 11 square is 121 minus 2ab. 2 into 2, 4. 4 into 11 is 44a plus, this is a minus 7 plus 9. Plus 9 minus 7 is plus 2. A plus 2. This becomes, we will write once more, no problem. A minus 7 plus 9. That is a plus 2 whole square. One more step we will write. 4a square plus 121 minus 44a plus, now a plus b whole square. A square plus b square is 2 square plus 2ab. 2 2s are 4 into a. Comes under the root. This is actually OP. It is the diameter. We know that OP is the radius and given diameter is equal to 10 root 2. Therefore, radius is equal to 10 root 2 divided by 2. It is equal to 5 root 2. So, radius is 5 root 2. That is same as our OP. OP is this one. So, let us equate both. Okay, I have just copied this. You can see this. Here OP is the radius, we know. OP is equal to R. That is equal to 5 root 2 we understood. Now OP is square root of 4a square plus 121 minus 44a plus a square plus 4 plus 4a. So we can simplify this. 4a square plus a square is 5a square negative 44a plus 4a minus 44 plus 4 is minus 40a plus 121 plus 4, 121 plus 4, 125. It comes under the root. This is equal to 5 root 2. Okay. Now shall we square on both the side? When we square on both the side, what do we get? Here we get it as, okay, so squaring on both the side, squaring on both sides. 5a square, root is removed, minus 40a plus 125 equal to 5 root 2 whole square it is. Squaring on both the side. So what will happen? Next step. Yes. 5 5s are 25. 5 square 25. Root 2 square is 2. That's equal to 50. So simplify again. 5a square minus 40a plus 125 minus 50 equal to 0. In the next step, we will simplify. Minus 40a plus 125 minus 50. You have to subtract. Write the answer. 75. Now throughout we can divide by 5 so that you will be getting, dividing by 5 we get a square. 8 5s are 40 plus how many 5? 1 into 5, 2 remainder. So 15 into 5 is 75. Now let us find the factors. If it is 15 AC, A is 1, C is 15, AC is factors. 3 5s are 15. Is it? 3 into 5 15. If both are negative, when we add, we'll be getting negative 8. When you multiply, you'll be getting 15. So let us write it as A square minus 3a minus 5a plus 15 equal to 0. So negative 8a I split it as minus 3a minus 5a. Now from first and from last two. A is common, we are getting a minus 3. And from the other two we are getting negative 5. Because here it is 15 is negative 3 into negative 5. A minus 3, that's equal to, just multiply and see, negative 5 into a is negative 5a, negative into negative is positive, 5 3s are 15. Now you have common a minus 3, then we have to write a minus 5 equal to 0. That means a minus 3 equal to 0, a minus 5 equal to 0. A is getting two values here. So a is equal to 3, a is equal to 5. These are the two values we are getting for a. So we have found out what is a. Let us see the third question. If negative 4 3 and 4 3 are two vertices of an equilateral triangle. I have drawn figure here, an equilateral triangle, meaning all the three sides are equal. Here two coordinates are given, 2 points B and C I have marked. B has coordinate negative 4, 3 and C has coordinate 4, 3. We have to find out the third vertex, that is AXY. Given that origin lies in the interior of the triangle. Origin is always 0 0, we know. 0 0 should lie in the interior of the triangle. That is a clue given. So two clues are there when we read this question. First one is the triangle is an equilateral triangle. Let us start with that. If it is an equilateral triangle, the property or the characteristic of an equilateral triangle I told you, AB will be equal to BC equal to AC. So let us find out as the vertices or as the coordinate of the vertices are given. Let us find out what is AB, BC and AC. It is a distance, you know. So by using distance formula, we are going to find out what is AB now. First, we have to write the formula x2 minus x1 whole square under the root plus y2 minus y1 whole square. For AB, x1 y1, x2 y2, x1 y1, x2 y2. As you like, you can substitute, no problem. So here we have x minus 4 whole square plus y minus 3 whole square. That's equal to square root of minus plus comes x plus 4 whole square. x square plus expanded. 4 square is 16 plus 2ab. 2 4s are 8x plus y minus 3 whole square becomes y square plus 9 minus 6y. So everybody knows under the root we are going to arrange it as x square plus y square plus 8x minus 6y, 16 plus 9 plus 25. So we got AB now. Let us find out what is BC. So BC is equal to, again substitute in the formula. We will be getting it as square root of 4BC, x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. So 4 minus of minus plus 4 plus 4 8 square plus 3 minus 3 0. So under the root of 8 square is 8, is it? Now comes AC. AC is also under the root. We have to take the formula, substitute AC. 4 minus x whole square plus 3 minus y whole square. Open, will be getting 16 plus x square minus 8x plus 9 plus y square minus 6y under the root. Don't forget to put the root. So we are going to arrange it. First x square plus y square minus 8x minus 6y plus 16 plus 9 is 25. So here we have AB, BC and AC. Then we have to write this step as, since it is an equilateral triangle, AB equal to BC equal to AC. We will compare AB equal to BC we will do first, then BC equal to AC, so that you will be able to find out x and y. That x and y will be the third coordinate, that is AXY. Here our idea is to find out AXY. So let us compare, so that we will be getting it. AB is equal to BC. So here AB is square root of x square plus y square plus 8x minus 6y plus 25. That's equal to BC we have 8. Okay. So when we remove the root, you will be getting the values. Let us remove the root squaring on both the side. Let us write this step as squaring on both the side. Squaring on both the sides. We get x square plus y square plus 8x minus 6y plus 25 equal to 8 square is 64. Okay, this is what we got when we have taken AB equal to BC. X square plus y square plus 8x minus 6y plus 25 equal to 64. We will pass the 64 to left side, so that the equation will become x square plus y square plus 8x minus 6y plus 25 minus 64. That's equal to 0. Okay, this becomes x square plus y square plus 8x minus 6y minus, subtract children, we get negative 39. So let us have this equation here. Now one more step we will do, that is AB equal to AC. I am going to take, what is our AB equal to AC? If we take AB equal to AC, because all the three sides are equal in length, AB equal to AC. AB is square root of x square plus y square plus 8x plus 8x minus 6y plus 25. Check once more, what is our AB? AB is x square plus y square plus 8x minus 6y plus 25. That is equal to AC. AC value, AC is equal to square root of again x square plus y square minus 8x minus 6y plus 25. Okay. So when we square on both the sides, what do we get? Squaring on both the side. We get it as root will be removed, x square plus y square plus 8x minus 6y plus 25 equal to x square plus y square minus 8x minus 6y plus 25. Is it? Now we will be able to cancel both the side. X square, y square is getting cancelled. Negative 6y getting cancelled and 25 also. That means 8x minus 8x to left side become plus 8x equal to 0. On the right hand side we don't have anything. So here we have 8 plus 8, 16, x is equal to 0. Therefore x is equal to 0. Value of x we got 0 by 16 is 0. X value we got. Let us substitute this in equation number 1 so that we'll be able to get y value now. So substituting x is equal to 0 in equation 1. Okay, that is 0 square is 0 plus y square plus 8 into x 0, 6y minus 39 equal to 0. Y square minus 6y minus 39 equal to 0. This is the quadratic equation we got now. It is of the form a is equal to 1, b is equal to negative 6, c is equal to negative 13. So by splitting middle term it is little bit difficult, I think. So better will be having formula quadratic equation. What is a quadratic equation? X is equal to minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. Now let us substitute each one. B equal to negative 6. So minus b is minus of minus 6 plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac. We are substituting. Divided by 2a. Minus of minus positive 6 plus or minus square root of 6 square is 36. Minus of minus plus 4 into 39 we get. What is 4 into 39? We have to multiply. We'll get it as 192. Is it? 4 into 39 is 4 into 39. Let us multiply. We'll get 39 into 4. 156 here we have 156. Okay, 156. Check again. Okay, divided by 2 here we have, that is 6 plus or minus square root of, add both, 6 plus 6, 12, 1 remainder, 6 plus 3, 9. Okay, so we have divide by 2, 6 plus or minus square root of 192 divided by 2. Let us find out the root of it. 192's prime factorization. If you do, what do we get? Let us do the prime factorization now. Okay. By 2 it is 18, 6, 2, 4 2's, 16, 8, 2, 24, 2, 12, 2, 6, 2, 3. Let us see this. Here we have 6 plus or minus square root of 2 square into 2 square into 2 square into 3 divided by 2. That's equal to 6 plus or minus Square root of 2 square is 2. Again square root of 2 square 2. Square root of 2 square 2. 2 into 2 into 2 becomes 8 root 3. When you separate it, it is 8 root 3 divided by 2. Let us take out 2 from this. We have 3 plus or minus 4 root 3 divided by 2. 3 2s are 6. 4 2s are 8. 8 root 3. So cancelling this, we will be getting our y value here. X in general we have taken, but it is actually y we have found out, isn't it? So y is the variable, so y we have found out as y is equal to, here you can see children, y is equal to 3 plus or minus 4 root 3. So y is having two values, y is equal to 3 plus 4 root 3 or y is equal to 3 minus 4 root 3. But be careful when you have to come back to question, you will understand that. What is that? You have to come back to question now. In the question they have said, see the question again. See the question, if negative 4, 3 and 4, 3 are two vertices of an equilateral triangle, then find the coordinates of third vertex given that the origin lies in the interior of the triangle. That means third vertex we have to find out. According to that, our x is equal to 0, x is equal to 0, y is equal to a positive number if we are getting. When we show it in a paper, you will understand. Here if we have this drawing you don't want to do, okay? So when we show it, the coordinates we know, negative 4, 3 is our B. Negative 4, 3 means almost here. It is negative 4, 3. If you mark 1, 2, 3 here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Negative 4, 3 we are getting here, 4, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 3 almost here. This is how we are getting. This is little bit logic. These are the 2 points here we are getting. This is our B and this is our C, 4, 3. So next point is our A. A we have to choose from these two. One point is 0 we know. X coordinate is 0 of the point A. That means X coordinate 0 means it is on the y-axis somewhere. On the y-axis. X is equal to 0 means next point should be on y-axis. That is clearly understood. Then our y-coordinate. If we take 3 plus 4 root 3, it will be a positive number. That means on y-axis, on the upper part it will be. So 3 plus 4 root 3 we know it will come beyond this. 1, 2, 3. Here it is 3. More than that. 3 plus it comes. That means upper part of this. So there is no chance of getting origin inside. If the point is somewhere here on the upper part like this, you will not get the origin. Origin is this point. Origin is 0, 0 we know. It should be inside the triangle. Therefore, next point is 3 minus 4 root 3. Root 3 value is 1.73 we know. When you multiply it with 4, you will be getting some number. It is negative. So 3 minus means it is a negative number we are getting. 0 is x coordinate, y coordinate is a negative number. So that if it is 0, negative 3, 0, negative 4, 0, negative 5, etc., it will move to downward. Okay, lower part of this line. Somewhere below this x-axis you will be getting. So that will be fine because so that you will be getting the triangle like this and origin will be in the center. Origin will be inside in the interior. So it is clearly mentioned. Coordinate of third vertex we have to find out given that origin lies in the interior of the triangle. If triangle is formed like this, then only you will be able to say that origin is in the interior. Therefore, we do not choose this y is equal to 3 plus 4 root 3. We don't choose y is equal to 3 plus 4 root 3. Reason is y point will be on upper part of this x-axis. That is not possible because given point is origin is in the inside the triangle. Therefore, we choose y is equal to 3 minus 4 root 3. So that if y is here, x coordinate is 0, 0 somewhat 0 y. We get like this, you will be able to get the origin inside the triangle. Therefore, we can say x is equal to 0, y is equal to 3 minus 4 root 3. We can write the reason. Since, what is the reason to be written? What is the reason to be written? As it is asked in the question, we can write the reason is since the origin lies in the interior of, since the origin lies in the interior of equilateral triangle. So you don't want to draw the figure, it is for you to understand. What you have to do is, you must write y is equal to 3 plus or minus 4 root 3, where y is equal to 3 plus 4 root 3 or y equal to 3 minus 4 root 3. But we know that y is not equal to 3 plus 4 root 3 and y is equal to 3 minus 4 root 3 since the origin is in the interior of the triangle. This is how we have to write. You just avoid this figure, no need of drawing the figure, just for you to understand it is given. The y value should be a negative number, then only 0, a negative number will be the third vertex in order to satisfy the origin lies in the interior of the triangle. So just write, but we know that y is not equal to 3 plus 4 root 3, y is equal to 3 minus 4 root 3. Therefore, the coordinate is 0, 3 minus 4 root 3. So, therefore, coordinates of A 0, 3 minus 4 root 3. This is how we can answer. Hope you understood. Let us see question number 4. Prove that the diagonals of a rectangle ABCD with vertices A 2, negative 1, B 5, negative 1, C 5, 6 and D 2, 6 are equal and bisect each other. We have to show that diagonal length is equal and they are bisecting each other. First you have to draw the figure. Okay, let us start that. First we have to prove diagonals of rectangle are equal. Diagonals of rectangles are AC and BD. AC we will find out using distance formula. x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square under the root. Okay, so square root of AC, substitute 5 minus 2 whole square plus 6 minus of minus 1 whole square. 5 minus 2 is 3 square plus 6 plus 1 7 square. Okay, becomes equal to square root of 3 3s are 9 plus 7 7s are 49. That's equal to square root of, add it, we are getting root 58 units. Okay, units as it is length. AC we got. Now we have to find out what is BD. BD also using the same formula, square root of, from figure you will be knowing what is B and what is D. 5 minus 2 whole square plus negative 1 minus 6 whole square. 5 minus 2 is 3 square again plus negative 1 minus 6 is negative 7 whole square. Okay, that's equal to square root of 9 plus 49 is equal to square root of 58 units. Therefore, first point is over. We have proved that diagonals are equal. That is, therefore, diagonals are diagonals are equal as AC is equal to BD. Now we have to prove diagonals bisect each other. That means it is having bisecting point O. We can say here O is the common point. We have to say O is the common point. So by using midpoint formula we will find out midpoint of AC. Midpoint of AC. First let us write the formula. What is the formula? x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. Substituting ACs. A2 negative 1 you can see in the figure and C 5 6. So AC 2 plus 5 divided by 2, x1 plus x2 by 2. y1 minus 1 plus 6 by 2. 2 plus 5 is 7 by 2, minus 1 plus 6 is 5 by 2. So we got midpoint of AC. Now let us find out midpoint of BD. Midpoint of BD. Same x1 plus x2 by 2. BD 5 plus 2 by 2. Negative 1 plus 6 by 2. Is that equal to 5 plus 2 is 7 by 2 and this is 5 by 2. Don't you see that midpoint of AC is 7 by 2, 5 by 2 and midpoint of BD is also 7 by 2, 5 by 2. Therefore, midpoint of AC is equal to midpoint of BD. Midpoint of BD. Therefore, you have to say that is diagonals bisect each other. That is the conclusion. Very simple question. So you do the revision, study hard. Bye.